Great weekend to be in the City of Angels. Welcome to the AVP League. This is week 7, just 2 weeks left to leave your mark and increase your win total. And welcome to the Honda Center, home of the Mighty Ducks, and for this weekend, the AVP League. We've got a great matchup in store for you to start this evening off. It's the Austin Aces throwing up the big A. Taryn, Kloth, Kristen, Nuss, the Olympians alongside their male partners. They've got a great duo in Billy Allen and Paul Lotman coming off a solid weekend, picking up 2 wins in their last outing. Facing off against the San Diego Smash, Toni Rodriguez, Geena Urango will be the women's pairing, and Chase and Miles. That's Chase Budinger and Miles Evans, the men's duo for the San Diego Smash. Traveling up just a bit north, hi everyone, Cameron Irwin alongside Olympic gold medalist Rich Lamborn. And for the San Diego Smash, currently in last place in the standings, they need a bit of a miracle here to move their way up. Only the top 4 making the inaugural league championships in LA.
It's going to take some heroics, but if you need a miracle, what a better place to get it than down the street from the Magic Kingdom, right? So
Yep.
that's what they're going to need. They're going to need to win out, essentially, if they hope to get into that championship in a couple weeks' time in LA.
They are at that eighth point mark. However, let's take a look at the rest of the standings. The leaderboard, the New York Nitro at the top spot, but where are the Austin Aces? They're currently sitting in 4th place, the Palm Beach Passion just below. And coming into this weekend, the number you're looking for is about that 10-win mark. That is going to be able to be what secures you coming into this weekend. However, that could shift and change dependent on these matchups. We'll keep you up to date with the help of our good friend Doug Strauss. We've also got another addition to this lineup, and that's Casey Patterson, as he will be on the sidelines for us to start off this first matchup. It's the Austin Aces and the San Diego Smash for week 7. This evening, you'll also get a chance to see the top dogs, the New York Nitro, facing off against the Palm Beach Passion. Palm Beach Passion, they need wins, and this is their last weekend to be able to find those wins. Here is a look to the AVP League format. We're shaking things up a bit, Rich.
Yeah, a little bit different. We're playing sets to 15 instead of 21. You still have to win by 2. There's no technical timeout. We've heard that, be talked about as kind of a bit of a difference. You only have that 1 timeout per team per set.
So you got to get it and get it done quick. All right. Well, speaking of getting things done quick, how about we head to the 4th member of our crew, Mark Sherman, with our team intros.
Yes, let's do it. Let's meet the teams, everybody. First, for the Austin Aces. Standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, wearing the number 1, the defender out of LSU, the Olympian Kristen Nuss. And her partner wearing the number 2, also an Olympian, of course, standing 6 feet 4 inches tall out of LSU, it's Taryn Kloth. And their opponents, the San Diego Smash. Wearing the number 1, she stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, the defender out of the USC. It's Geena Urango. And her partner wearing the number 2, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall out of Louisiana State University, it's Toni Rodriguez.
handshakes secured. Welcome to the AVP League. Taryn, Kloth, Kristen, Nuss on the left side of your screen. The right side, one of the best blockers in the league so far, Toni Rodriguez, already standing up at the net alongside Geena Urango at the service line. First serve, little top jump. Push set to the outside and a nice adjustment there by Urango. Nuss, high line, it's good.
So difficult to put the ball away against Taryn and Kristen. Great defense by the San Diego Smash to open things up. But repeated opportunities, usually a good thing. Recipe for success for the Austin Aces.
And an update to our score bug as well. You can see each team's win-loss record. It's going to be important as we continue. Just 2 weeks to play in the AVP League, 8 weeks of regular season play. And it's really going to come down to how many wins you can secure in the combination of both your men's and women's pairings. Austin Aces at 5-3. San Diego Smash at 2-6. Little jump set on our way down. Nobody home.
This is a reference from well before your time. I think Canyon Seaman, one of the AVP greats of the past, used to do that indoor, kind of do the tempo set on his way down. Nicely done, Toni.
A few LSU Tigers out on the sand right now. You're looking at 2 of them. Taryn, Kloth, Kristen, Nuss, as well as Toni Rodriguez. Geena Urango, the product of USC, just up the road, is Toni Rodriguez, one of the best servers as well.
3 Tigers and a Trojan.
Waiting for the rest of that joke. Short serve, another good one. Three to 2. I mentioned Casey Patterson. He'll be on the sideline with us. Checking in with you now, Casey. What's going on?
Yeah, just a couple of things that I noticed being here for a couple hours watching the players warm up, starting the match right now, is that the sand's playing maybe a little bit deeper than I've noticed in the previous events. And then also the visual of the roof, it goes up really high. So in transition, you kind of can lose the ball a little bit. So it'll be a little bit of an adapt style of play for these players, and some broken plays. So that's just some few things that I noticed being down here for a little bit.
I love it. He's not a sideline reporter, he's a sideline analyst. Casey Patterson giving you all the insights, the Olympian and AVP champion 18 times over, as you see the swing there from Urango. So some depth of sand.
Depth of sand, and yeah, depth of vision is big, as Casey was pointing out, kind of something the players aren't necessarily used to playing indoors. So the optics of any given arena really factor in. I like how we get Casey as kind of the voice of God. We didn't get to see his handsome face, but you got to hear the golden God voice.
Just call him Vogue. A little VOG for you. Nuss. Beautiful dig. And a scoop from Urango. Defense and some more defense.
And a little assist from the top of the tape. Sometimes the equipment can be your friend. Tremendous defense from both sides. Urango and Nuss scooping.
Nuss. Beautiful dig. I get to hear myself twice.
Yeah. Your dream.
I was going to say. Everything's an echo now, Rich. 4 apiece. And her second ace early in set 1.
They've identified that particular location on the tape. I think that's the exact one Geena just hit for the winner.
I'm pretty sure you're right. Third AVP in from the antenna.
I like it. Circle that on your TV screens.
She nicked it again. This time it's the second AVP and third ace.
Toni's third ace. She is throwing darts out there. Assist from the equipment or otherwise, she is on fire from the end line. This is something we've seen a little bit out of Taryn and Kristen, right? Slow starts at times. They understand that even in games to 15 points. There's a lot of volleyball out there to play, and over time, they are tough to beat. They're going to have to get on it here, though.
Well, that's a good way to change the momentum on your side. Her partner pushes her to the service.
Yahtzee angle, always a good way to get on the horse.
Yeah, and few can find it.
Yeah. Helps to be 6'4".
Taryn Kloth, originally out of Creighton University, where she played indoor volleyball, was multi-time All-American. Transferred to LSU at the end of her indoor career. Started playing beach volleyball, and that was the beginning of her beach volleyball career. She had never played before. She's from South Dakota. And lo and behold, she has an incredible career alongside Kristen Nuss, who has helped her find her footing in the sand.
Yeah, what a testament to the all-around game of Taryn Kloth to be able to come out relatively late to the sand and still have the skill set that she has.
She's an outside hitter, comfortable on that left side, even here on the beach. To your point about slow starts, though, for the aces, her blocking numbers have actually been a little bit lower than anticipated. But there's a beautiful dig. Maybe she's just funneling to her partner.
Yeah, blocking is kind of a two-piece operation on the beach, right? You either get the stuffy or you guide it to your partner. She does a lot of guiding to Kristen Nuss, who can't put that one away in transition. A little bit of a missed opportunity. Set didn't get close enough to the net for Nuss. They're a rare mistake from this duo.
To give you some context in blocks, throughout league play, Kloth is currently sitting at 8th in terms of blocks per set at just .22. The top of the order, Brandy Wilkerson at 1.43 blocks per set, and Toni Rodriguez just below that at a block per set, second in league play.
Yeah, that's a lot. If we have a chance to check in with the Golden God, Casey Patterson, I'm curious what he thinks the most critical skill making the adjustment from indoor to outdoor is.
I was talking to Chase Budinger down here, Richie. What'd you say? What was the most valuable what?
What is the most critical skill when making the transition from indoor to outdoor volleyball, do you think?
Oh, I mean, to be honest, having a full set of skills, because you get frustrated easily if you have a specific, if I'm not a passer, I'm a middle blocker and I want to go to play beach and I'm not great at that. I would say overall though, it's actually fixing broken plays. So in transition, how can I better the ball? I think that's one of the most valuable things making the transition.
Yeah, I was going to say setting/transition setting is such an important piece. And, that's why one of the many reasons why Taryn and Kristen are so good, because typically that skill's pretty dialed on their team.
Make a great point as there's a block, but recovered and demolished.
Just a comfortable self-coverage/set from Urango with the lefty. Have a look. The lefty, how about you take it, Toni? Yeah, see.
She even throws a little backspin off that. Keep it off the net, why don't you, Urango? 10-7 the lead for the smash. She had a lot of room to work into the angle. Instead, it's the high hands.
Yeah, just staying physical. Really nice high swing from Taryn on that. It did look like everything was about to come cross body. Being tall and having extensive offensive range, always a good thing.
Lefty cut. She can do it all right now.
Yeah, and that was a tremendous fix. Casey talked about bettering the ball. Geena did a wonderful job of it right there, putting up a hittable set, and then Toni with the left.
I can barely hit a cut shot with my right hand.
I can barely walk in the sand, so you're ahead of me.
Third one off the net. That one they got a hold of, though.
Yeah, I mean, the San Diego Smash, Toni and Geena are doing a tremendous job from the service line. That float serve of Toni Rodriguez combined with the jump serve of Geena Urango. Just consistent pressure on the aces.
A reminder, too, the San Diego Smash have to find wins this weekend. They have to be nearly perfect if they want to find themselves at the AVP League Championships. And that's not just this weekend, it would be next weekend as well.
Yeah, I don't even know if they need to be nearly perfect. I think they have to be completely perfect. And speaking
with some
of which,
luck.
yeah, this line shot, perfect. Toni Rodriguez. Good communication that time from the aces. We hear Kristen really exhorting Taryn to go into the angle. The aces hanging around there within striking distance, but the smash have been so consistent thus far in this first set. And there's a nice little baby cut. Look like a young Casey Patterson out there just slicing and dicing.
Urango gets them within 2 of set 1. Continuing to serve middle. Stuffy!
I can't remember if Toni Rodriguez made our bet the beach bingo card for the block and then turn and flex. But if she did, have a shot.
Bet the beach has got to be getting saucy on these weekends, man.
Well, their last post, I mean, we obliged them in a big way, and I think it might have led to a trip to the hospital.
Set point, and it is a dagger. The slow kill ace for the San Diego Smash.
And their boys fired up. They know the importance of getting the first set. Certainly, that is their best foot forward against the aces. A very, very tough team, as we know. So the Smash looking good.
A dream start for the San Diego Smash. They're doing it in every phase of the game right now. Wilson, the official ball of the AVP. Filling into the Honda Center. Not looking for hockey, though. The Ducks are on the road. They are facing off against the Rangers, so why not steal the house? The AVP League in Week 7 action. The San Diego Smash taking on the Austin Aces in the first match of the evening. So glad to have you with us. Cameron Irwin alongside Rich Leombord and Casey Patterson down on the sand. Geena Urango and Toni Rodriguez. Of the 4 matches they have played thus far in league play, 3 of those have gone to 3 sets. They've only come away with 1 victory. But so far, 15-10 in set 1. It's looking like this could be going their direction. Again, the San Diego Smash at the last spot in the standings right now. They have to come away with not just 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins. I mean, they've got to go the distance here, Rich.
Yeah, it seems as though that 10-win number is the one everyone's aiming at. You see the Nitro leading the way. Miami Mayhem also wrapped up their spot, even though they're sitting at 3 right there. 10-6 has secured their spot in the championship. So that's why we say this, the Smash need to win out. They've got 6 losses. They got 8 more matches to play. If they can grab this one, it certainly is a good start and a confidence builder for their squad.
Technically speaking, the only team that has been knocked out thus far is the Brooklyn Blaze, as they have finished up the entirety of their league play. Here's the push set for set 2. Option play. So what's the solve for the Austin Aces?
Yeah, I don't think that it's necessarily a solve. You know, you have to credit the consistency of the San Diego Smash in set number 1. It's not as though Austin played poorly. I think it's just, you know, kind of riding the ebbs and flows of matches. You see from that, they get off to a good start. And that's kind of one of the hallmarks of their team is, I don't know, their composure through any kind of scenario.
Getting some Toni chance.
Yeah, she is fiery out there. She's fun to watch. You saw the stuff and flex.
And I like it, this guy just behind there, showcasing it. It's a little chilly. We're playing on top of the ice. It's 59 degrees in the Honda Center, in case you were wondering. Hence the leggings. I've got a full vest on.
I put sleeves on, Cameron. It's unbelievable.
Oh, that is a miracle. Urango trying to find another there. Couple numbers for you coming out of set 1. Kloth saw the majority of attempts on their side of the net, hit 7 of 9 and 1 error for 667. Rodriguez matched that number, but on 4 kills and on 6 attempts, 0 errors. 0 errors between Rodriguez and Urango combined, but a little pressure from the ace.
Yeah, and that's turning into a big factor in this match, right? Like you just said, Taryn hit 667, so it's not like the aces played poorly. I mean, that's tremendous offensive numbers, but Geena and Toni had, I think, 3 aces.
That is correct. Actually, it has them at 4 aces in set 1. But the number that really stands out, Kristen Nuss, just 5 attempts, 1 kill on those, and 1 error. She hit 0 in set 1.
Yeah, kind of unusual for her to not see a lot of serve, so it can be difficult to find your rhythm when you're used to seeing a lot more action in serve receive.
Another interesting anecdote, too. Our guy Doug Strauss filling us in terms of the hitting efficiency. The smash for the women's side is actually the lowest of the 8. However, with those 0 hitting errors, this is an outstanding performance in set 1. And there's an error.
That one, I think, just trying to be a little too precise, trying to thread the needle. Didn't have quite the angle to work that around the antenna.
Two aces on the side of Kloth and Nuss. Lefty option. Scampering and delivering.
I'm not sure if we're going to get another look at that or not. The body control from Kristen Nuss. She was leaning all the way to her left. And then as Toni Rodriguez kind of hit that away with the left hand, she went all the way back to her right to get that dig. Just phenomenal body control.
Timeout called, the Austin Aces at 6-3. And Casey Patterson, I think you got a special guest.
Yeah, I do. I'm down here with Billy Allen. He's cheering the girls on. Any advice so far in this second set for a little bit of a comeback?
They were digging a lot the first set. Now they're transitioning a few, which is great. I think it's my fault. I flubbed our handshake, and I think it knocked them off their game a little bit, but they're recovering here.
I was going to say, you and Paul before were like, do you remember the handshake? Do you remember? And you guys were both kind of like,
yeah. I definitely blew it. Yeah.
Have you noticed a little bit of a change in the game with, I talked about earlier, the sand, maybe it's a little bit more coarse, it's a little bit deeper, maybe just a small amount. Have you noticed anything different in the style so far from last time when we played?
Seems like a lot of shooting so far is what I'm seeing. Not a lot of big bangs yet, but they have it in them, so hopefully they come out and start hitting some balls.
Right, also, and you haven't been out there to set the tone yet.
Yeah, they're waiting for that. Yeah.
Perfect, all right, there you go, guys.
The biggest arm on the beach, Billy Allen. No questions asked. Talked about maybe find a little bit more power on the side of the Aces. However, whatever they're doing here in set 2 is working in their favor. 6-3, timeout called. Usually it's about that 3-point margin. Teams kind of slowing things down.
Yeah, you have the one side change at 8 points, and you hope if you're trailing that slows the rhythm down a little bit, but you can't let it get too out of hand. So I think a pretty wise timeout from the Smash there. I'm shocked I would have had Billy as more of a Big Bang Theory guy. He seems to think not a lot of big bangs out there.
He likes the little line slither.
He is a line slither guy and a high line rolly.
He's
one
definitely
of the best line shots.
High line rolly. Such technical terms. Finds the edge. Geena Urango.
Billy, an extreme accountability guy, too, taking credit for the first set loss because he flubbed the handshake.
Probably one of the more life experience duos in Billy Allen and Paul Lottman. Maybe the brain just got away from him for a minute. Gotta remember the important things, Billy. There's another tool off the top.
Yeah, that's a really, really nice play in transition. Geena not only making the chase down, but putting it up close to the net so Toni can go high and hard off of this block. Great look at it. Aggressive swing from Toni Rodriguez in transition. Well, that one off the tape again. It was the second AVP in from the antenna. Cameron, it works on both sides.
Target acquired for the San Diego Smash.
We would consider that a good timeout at this point, right?
Absolutely. 3-point run here. Pulling, digging, and hammering. Little stutter step there for Kristen Nuss. That didn't come off Urango's hand cleanly. You could hear it. And the vision on display.
Yeah, I love the positioning defensively from Kristen Nuss. You can see as that set is a little bit off the net for Urango in transition, Kristen just slides into that middle. And then, like you said, the vision, seeing Toni drop again. She got it the first time. Kristen makes the little adjustment to beat her over the top.
TKN 3-1 in their matches thus far. I'm impressed how dialed they are against the block.
Yeah, offensively, you said thus far this season they haven't been great, but in this match, they found something. And they're really on fire, especially against a very, very tough defensive team like the Austin Aces.
Hitting .542 as a duo. Does she hammer? A little flat, out of bounds. San Diego Smash with the lead.
Interesting, down 6-3. It wasn't looking good for the Smash in set number 2, but now they called that timeout. They righted the ship, and they are once again rolling.
6 aces for the San Diego Smash.
In 1.5 sets, that's a lot.
I mean, it'd be a lot if they were playing a 21. And she goes right back to the shot she missed. This time it's good.
That's going to be untouchable when Taryn goes deep to the corner. Even a block as big as Toni Rodriguez can't get her hands on that one.
Side set delivery.
And nice shot from Rodriguez, just slipping that by the right hand. Taryn Kloth at the net. Tough to call that a mistake, but she does have to kind of close that line from the middle of the court a little bit more with the right hand.
Soft stuff, good deception.
She held that just long enough, too. Got Geena leaning just a touch on defense. Little mini ankle breaker, have a look. Just got her to get into that stutter step to her right.
So an ankle sprain?
An ankle sprain, yeah, it's a light sprain.
9 apiece. Aces need the second set. Oh, and a little flare from the line judge. You see that flag move?
Matt down there doing kind of the Zorro-ish in call.
I don't think you're going to get a look at it here. Maybe you will. Do we get Matt? Oh, we just missed him. A lot of float on that serve. They even doubled down in the same defense.
Yeah, again, when Taryn passes the ball well, she's getting that perfect set from Kristen, staying high off the hands of Toni Rodriguez. Even the double up angle isn't enough to stop that attack.
Must win by 2. Extended set. It was a good move, but too big of one.
Yeah, that was the old fishing reel right there. Just leave the shot up in the air long enough to get Taryn to kind of swat at it. She follows through into the top of the tape. Outside of the rope again. Her shot just a moment ago had that kind of last fiber on the edge vibe to it, and this serve does as well. Perfectly placed. Number 7, Cam?
Number 7 for Rodriguez and Urango. Rodriguez 4, Urango 3. I have not seen a serving performance like this in the league thus far.
Yeah, very, very few errors to go along with that, too. 7 aces, or as we say in San Diego, siete.
I wasn't even sure you could count to 7. I'm impressed.
Well, I have enough fingers. I got there.
All right, so the Austin Aces in some trouble here. Down a set and down by 2. They had the 6-3 lead. And I think, Casey, you got something going on?
Yeah, I got something going on. Just some Olympians here from our last Olympics in Paris. My guy here, Chase, he has been balling out, and the girls right now especially have been balling out. What are your thoughts right now, how they're playing and building some momentum for you guys?
Man, they are siding out like champs, but they have been so aggressive serving. I think they have 6 or 7 aces already, and it's unbelievable. They have a chance. All they got to do is side out to win. Obviously, they're playing against one of the best teams in the world, so it's still going to be a tough stretch down the end.
I was going to say, they have been, like, Toni's been sniping, Geena's moving it around. Miles, you know all about that wristy chop, the great serving. Feel like you're getting a good visual for your match coming up next?
For sure. I mean, Geena's wrist way facing one way, going the other. I think I'm going to try that in our match next game for sure.
Yeah, right? Right, the boys are prepped and ready.
Let's go, smash!
All right, nice work, Casey, getting the inside scoop. The men coming up next. Chase Budinger, Miles Evan will face off against Billy Allen and Paul Lotman. That'll be the next matchup between the Austin Aces and the San Diego Smash. You saw that little wrist-away serve, though, from the Smash. Well,
it was a very good one, Cam, but that's a pretty important miss in transition. Easy scoring opportunity for the Smash. Let's see if that factors into this one. Undeterred, Geena Urango.
Lights out, Urango.
That set around to the left side really been good for them, just making Taryn move a little bit, and they're in excellent rhythm, Cam.
Double-digit kills for Urango. And the 13th for Taryn Kloth. I like what Chase Budinger said for his San Diego Smash team. They're not just playing well, they're playing well against one of the best teams in the world, TKN, the team of the year on the AVP in 2023 and 2022, the Olympians from Paris just a summer ago. Nice scoop. A little too much force.
Just missing the corner, and that has kind of been the story for the Aces. Not converting their opportunities at the level we're accustomed to seeing them convert at, and now a match point, Cam.
Urango, right back to the money bag.
I mean, have you ever seen someone more dialed on a particular serve than Geena's been on that 5-to-5, if you like, indoor zones? That kind of left side of the court to the far side. Found it all night.
We asked him to be perfect. That's you, baby. And it doesn't get any better than that.
think Toni said it all there. That's you, baby. And it was Geena from the service line. I mean, Toni did a tremendous amount of work back there as well. But what a team performance, and a much-needed one at that from the San Diego Smash.
Nearly a third of their points coming from the service line. Each coming away with 4 aces. Rodriguez and Urango just took down TKN. Tossing things up now. Here are your winners with Mark Sherman.
That was fun, Toni. That was fun, right? That was really, really fun. You know what was fun? Was watching the two of you from the service line. Set number 1, you had 4 aces. Set number 2, you had 4 aces. Talk about the threat, the constant threat of pressure from the service line, Geena.
This whole week, or the past few weeks, really, we've just been training to be more aggressive, because without wind and elements, I think that you need to execute a little bit more efficiently with your serve. So we worked a lot on that, and it obviously showed tonight.
It absolutely showed from both of you. Your jump serve, your rocket float serve. You guys came into this weekend knowing you needed to make some moves. You guys needed to get some wins back to back. Did you feel any of that pressure? Because you guys came out on fire, Toni.
You know, where we're sitting right now, we have nothing to lose. And so we just wanted to come out, be aggressive. Obviously, Taryn and Kristen are an amazing team, are Olympians this year. And we knew we had to fight and come out aggressive. So that's what we did.
Well, you did. You guys looked fantastic. Congratulations on getting the win. Toni Rodriguez, Geena Urango for the San Diego Smash. Big win.
Big win and big performance from the service line. Their 8 total aces top the charts for both men and women in league play thus far.
Yeah, by my math, that's 4 a set. That is astounding and very difficult to combat in these shortened sets to 15. You mentioned it, almost a third of their points coming from service aces alone, clean winners, and against a team the caliber Taryn and Kristen. Amazing.
They said it was fun. That is no doubt a fun win for Geena Urango and Toni Rodriguez. You'll get a chance to see them back in action tomorrow. But right now, it's all about Miles Evans and Chase Buttinger. Can they double down on the performance their ladies just put together? Billy Allen, Paul Lotman on the opposition.
Chase Buttinger